So a few videos ago, I spoke about the player base, well, some of the player base not being happy with where Ashes of Creation is at currently. And one of those issues had to do with exploiters. Now, a few days ago, Steven took it upon himself to finally respond to this. I guess I shouldn't say he finally took the time to respond to it because he already spoke about it before, but he did take action. And it's pretty spicy. You know, he came out with the, okay, say hello to my little banhammer, right? Let's look into it. Glorious adventurers, as part of our ongoing commitment to maintaining a productive and respectful testing environment during Alpha 2, we are taking strong action against behaviors that undermine the integrity of this phase. Alpha 2 is a testing environment designed to provide critical data and feedback for the development of Ashes of Creation. Exploiting known bugs, using poor judgment to intentionally break systems, or engaging in any behavior that disrupts this purpose will not be tolerated. Now for the part that you've all been waiting for. Account action summary. 19 accounts permanently banned from the remainder of Alpha 2 Phase 2 for repeat exploiting. 16 accounts received 5-day suspensions for exploitative behavior. 3 accounts permanently banned for obscene naming violations and racist chat behavior. 37 accounts issued account warnings for extreme harassment. 173 accounts received experience adjustments and inventory removals for first-time exploiting. 83 accounts experienced full account wipes for their first-time exploitation. Alpha 2 is not a playground for disruptive behavior. It is a collaborative effort where your participation shapes the future of Ashes of Creation. Any intentional engagement with the known bugs or exploits or egregious behavior that undermines this effort will be dealt with swiftly and decisively. Our analytic systems are robust and were a critical part of the Alpha 2 entrance criteria. These tools allow us to identify exploitative actions with precision, and we are monitoring all activity closely. While some of these account actions have already been completed, the remaining adjustments will be finalized by Tuesday of next week. We appreciate the majority of players who are participating in good faith and contributing valuable insights during this alpha phase. Let's keep the focus where it belongs, on improving the game for launch and beyond. Thank you, and see you in Vera. Well, you won't be seeing those people in Vera. Get it? Because the bans. That's too soon, yeah. Alright, so let's break this down, because in the video that I did where I was speaking about this before action was taken, long and behold, I had some of you calling me an idiot. And you know, I went back and I was rewatching my video and I'm like, you know what? Fart Lover 835 just might be right. This guy is an idiot. Who gave him a mic? He has no idea what he's talking about. But then it hit me. Why am I listening to Fart Lover 835? You're not even the first Fart Lover.
What?
There are 834 more of you that came before you.
Sorry,
I get passionate about what I do. But seriously, let's break it down. So first things first, 19 accounts permanently banned from the remainder of Alpha 2 Phase 2 for repeat exploiting. Okay, now I don't want to be that guy, but I'm gonna say what most people are thinking. Was it really only 19 accounts that deserved a permanent ban for the rest of Phase 2? I'm not trying to start anything. I assure you I'm not trying to cause any drama, but it's a genuine question. The way that we were talking about exploiting in our community, you would have thought half of the initial testers were going to get a permanent ban. Now, there are pros and there are cons to this. Let's start with the pros. 19 accounts were permanently banned. All right, cool. So that means that Intrepid found 19 accounts that do not deserve to participate in Alpha 2 testing. Now, if that's really all of the accounts that they found that were exploiting in ways that they shouldn't have been, then great. Less than 20 people out of thousands of people testing this game have gotten banned. Either most people really care about the integrity of Ashes of Creation and want to help test the alpha, or Intrepid got the game on lock, no pun intended. Meaning that they've cultivated a fan base where people don't want to hurt their game. And I go back to that first point because we care about the progress of Ashes. The con to that being, if they are just handing out a few slaps on the wrist for a few people, then what is that gonna do for the community? Do I think they're doing this? Absolutely not. But if they are, it really would weaken the relationship between the community and Intrepid. 16 accounts received 5-day suspensions for exploitative behavior. Okay, is 5 days really enough? Look, again, I promise I'm not trying to be the one that's being a snitch or whatever you want to say, but we've talked about this before. They've talked about this before, about exploiting, about doing things that are harming the game. 5 days? We have until May. We literally have until May. Get these people out of here. Give them a 3-week vacation. I personally don't think 5 days is enough because they probably knew what they were doing. And I'm sure it's 5 in-game days and not just 5 real-life days, if you would. But still, that's not a long time. 3 accounts permanently banned for obscene naming violations and racist chat behavior. No, I don't believe it. Can't be. No, MMO players being racist? Not here. Never. I'm gonna be honest, that one's probably gonna keep happening. Yeah. Moving on. 37 accounts issued account warnings for extreme harassment. Someone, please tell me, what is the MO here? Do you people have anything else to live for? Maybe this is a surprise to me because this is my first real MMO, but nah, some of y'all are genuinely unhinged. And look, I grew up playing COD, but this is crazy. 173 accounts received experience adjustments and inventory removals for first time exploiting. I like this one a lot because I know there were a lot of people using the exploits to level quick or whatever it may. Now you gotta get out there and actually go level yourself. Yep, you gotta play the game the right way. And just to throw this out there, I genuinely think we could see something like this happen again. There have been so many people that have complained about the leveling experience in Ashes of Creation. But I don't get it. You literally paid to be here. Why would you do this? You knew what this entailed. And if you didn't, then you're just wasting your money. And finally, 83 accounts experience full account wipes for their first time exploitation. This is hilarious. Sure, it's one thing to get an experience adjustment, but to get a full account wipe when again, we were just talking about how tough it is to level in Ashes of Creation. Oh my gosh, I know these people were upset. I think in this specific scenario, this is probably one of the more hard-hitting things, right? Because when you take away something someone has earned, you take away everything. It really might make someone think about doing whatever they were thinking of doing again. I think that in totality, this was fine. I know a lot of people in the community really want to see bloodshed, for lack of a better term. But again, if these are the real numbers and they're not letting, a few people slide, then we're lit. I'll say it again. I don't understand why you guys do this. You literally paid to be here. Of course, we need to exploit the game to find bugs, but we do not need to exploit the exploits. What are we doing here? Maybe somebody who exploits can explain this to me. Why do you exploit? What do you gain from it? Maybe Fart Lover 835 can come on back and tell us their story. It'll be like, it started when I was a kid. I had 834 siblings that came before me. So it was hard to be the best. It was hard to be first. So when I played Ashes, I had to be the best. I had something to prove. I had to be the best fart lover there could ever be. Last but not least, today is the Tuesday that Steven was talking about in his post to make those final adjustments. So it's about 1:30 p.m. Eastern time right now. We haven't seen anything, but I'll let you guys know if anything changes. And that's all I really got today, man. Seriously, what are we doing here? We need to be better, man. Come on. Why am I listening to Fart Lover 835?